Hey everybody, I finally got a hold of one of these. It is the Transformers Galvatron G1 action figure. It is the toy accurate color version. Now, I absolutely loved Galvatron in the cartoon, which was very different from the comic book and the movie. The movie, it was actually a reformatted Megatron. I don't remember if it was in the cartoon or the comic book, but Galvatron was actually an alternate future version of him. It came back in time. And it may have been in both. I'm not quite sure. All right, so this Galvatron figure I'm excited about because a lot of these figures, I've tried a few of them and I didn't like them because they had really sharp and pointy edges. This one's more rounded. And the Galvatron action figure from G1, I did not like it at all. It was awful. It didn't look anything like he did on the cartoon. This was the color choices they made for that one. So this is and the purple one are two different ones, and I want to get both of them. This one was only $50 off of eBay. There are a lot of ReAction figures. I personally have RC. I think I have Skyfire from a thing I got, and Grimlock from like some kind of, they were, it was in a lot, but it didn't come with their guns or anything. And I also got Cyclonus because he's also one of my favorites. So there's quite a lot here. On the back, I got the wrong name with Rumble, or the wrong name with Frenzy here. I don't know where Rumble is on the package, but I guess they just printed the wrong name on him. All right, and we do have some of these in the Action Master versions of them, which I didn't grab before this, but that's okay. And then I have the Goldbug version of him, and I did just get Golden Optimus Prime in, but I'm not in a hurry to open him. He was so dirt cheap. I was like, nobody wants it for like 12 bucks shipped. Okay, I'm fine with that. So let's finally get him out of the package. And here he is right off the cart. He is looking pretty nice. He's got translucent for his gun, or his cannon, I guess you can say. The articulation, his gauntlet is keeping him from going around 360 degrees. Otherwise, he would fully rotate that amount. His head should be able to turn full 360 degrees. His leg can go up a full 90 degrees, and it won't go back. Oh no, it will. It just was stuck. So he can join the cheerleading squad, I suppose, but he can't do a side split. So I guess he won't be able to form the pyramid. Now, if you look closely at the details on him, that face is gorgeous. You got that scrutinizing looking face. Orange painted pylons on his shoulders. Orange painted here. His abs are silver. Orange paint. The purple paint looks really good. And I like the roundness of everything. It's not like I passed on Megatron for $12 because I'm just looking at his boots going painful. They look painful. Plus, they have not made him in ReAction, not ReAction. No, they didn't make him in ReAction either, actually. No, he is ReAction. What am I? Sorry, I'm thinking of Action Masters. This is an Action Master, which I'm about to get in comparison. They haven't made him in the blockies for the Galaxy Force, which would be about this size. They did make one for the smaller version, the 2.5-inch blockies. And I would like to get that series, but right now, until tariffs figure out what to do with that, I'm kind of just putting a halt on buying anything from China. All right, so we got some great things. I kept on looking at the main thing that kind of bugged me looking at the pictures of him and the purple one. These right here, where his arms would bend if they could, it just looks so strange to see that. So let's see, does he stand well? Stands pretty well. All right, so a little bit more of this. You can see like it looks like a Metroplex almost on the background. And let's see if he looks like his picture on here. Fairly well. Now there's some paint missing right here. I could probably get a little pin in there if I really cared, but not really. It doesn't bother me that much. Now the purple on the back of his arm right there. His treads are also painted, which is nice. This feels a little sticky, which I hope it doesn't become sticky because a lot of clear plastic like this kind does become sticky over age, unfortunately. I had a 12-inch G.I. Joe from the G.I. Joe Club back in the what do they say, either late 90s or early 2000s. I was in the G.I. Joe Club, right before the internet, because I had to, you got a letter a week, a newsletter every month, and one of the things was to order that. Now here is Galvatron with Bumblebee. Now Bumblebee is from the Action Master series. Galvatron's larger than Bumblebee, which means he would be larger than the other ones. But larger than Bumblebee, of course, that's completely fine. Bumblebee is supposed to be one of the shortest characters. Probably maybe Wheelie may actually be shorter than him. Never really took time to think about it. So they got very similar articulation because these are, swivels at the arms, but then they got those jiggly legs and they do bend at the knees. But their legs are very different. But other than that, the heads do swivel. So they got similar in the upper half of articulation. And I feel like these are almost like a spiritual successor to these. And then Blockies came along and said, nope, we are the better successor. And they are right. So I could wait till Blockies comes out with this guy, which I would love. But I'm going to go ahead and get this one. And I want to get the purple one too. I'm not going to lie to you. I do want to get the purple one. Here he is beside of my favorite G.I. Joe. You might be thinking, this isn't the G1 G.I. Joes. Nope, it's not. I like him with the flak jacket on a little bit better. That midriff was, even in the 80s, I thought that was kind of a little bit strange. But that's one of my favorite G.I. Joes. I like a lot of Zartans. I think this one's like version 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. It's one of the last ball joints, or the O-rings they did. And then here's him beside one of his probably spiritual success or predecessors, or however that works, ancestors. So this is Satan Arden, I think, or Acroyer. He is from the Microman series, which of course gave birth to the Micro Change, which is how we got Transformers. So Micronauts and Microman is how we got the Transformers. One of the main reasons, one of the main ways we got that, which is really interesting when you think about it, why I included G.I. Joe, because G.I. Joe, Hinch and Cyborg, Microman, Transformers, they're all related. That's a great little way to think about it. The original 12-inch G.I. Joes. So we got basically grandpa, daddy, and son. All right, and then the characters on these two, you got like the 3 horns on the top, basically. So that's why I feel like this one's very similar to him. All right. Well, I do hope you guys have a great day. And this can be on any of these 3 days. It could be on Microman Monday. It could be on Transformers Tuesday. Or it could be on 3 3/4 Thursday. You never know what day I'm going to put this on. But I do want to put this on pretty soon because I am excited about getting this. It really is the best reaction figure I've gotten so far from Transformers. Like I said, the other ones, even Cyclonus had little sharp pointy parts on his legs. RC, they need to make her have a stand. She's okay, but she flips over in a heartbeat. She can't stand to save her life. And then Grimlock is a big, huge block. I mean, that's basically all he is. Skyfire is pretty cool. He's just got a lot of sharp edges. I like the roundness of these. It's just very few sharp edges, and it's just a lot. It looks really good, and it's so nice and solid. It just stands on its own. Let's see if Micro, he can stand pretty well. He may not. Nope, he did. He's like, screw you, I'm going to do it. So everybody's standing really well. We was having a good gravity day today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.